right, we are here at the table. Looks like we will be seeing Artur who's playing Yoda Green Force, and Berza will be on green Boba 4. Let's see what Who's will be bringing to the table here for Yoda. Most likely you'll be seeing some Keller and Bex. Looks like he's taking a mulligan. Berza is deciding about his opening. Looks like he is happy to keep, I think. We'll see if he keeps. Looks like he is going to ship it. So both players mulligan. We're resolving our mulligans here. Looks like Artur will be playing on the initiative. So I feel like this is probably a decent matchup for Hus. Yoda Data Vault is, I think it's pretty good for this. We'll see. So shuffling up. And here we go. This is the hand that they're stuck with. We got a couple of opening plays, You're My Only Hope, some early ships. Looks like Hus has a very good opening hand. He doesn't have any ramp, which is always something that you want to see when you're playing Yoda. So doesn't see any ramp here. He is mulliganing he's resourcing the Village Protector, obviously, since a lot of space here. He decides to go with the space unit so that he can maybe trade and wait to establish the board a little bit. TIE Bomber, the 0-4 that does indirect damage, hits the table. So looks like Hus drew a Vanquish, and I believe that's Yaddle's. He resources his Marine. Let's see. Berza actually resource the Open Fire, which I think might be good in this matchup. He plays a Super Laser Tech. I wonder if he's going to... There goes Yaddle. The indirect with the extra ping. He's going to use one of his own ping damage to kill his own... unit. And then he has 2 to distribute... 3 to distribute from the bomber. So he puts all 3 on his Yaddle, which is probably what you would want to do. And we pass. So ramping is important in this matchup. So Berza is 1 ahead while Yoda is 1 behind. This could be problematic. He is going to most likely trade here. Oh, he decides to put 2 on Yaddle, 1 on base from the indirect. He clears the bomber with his Green Squadron. His Phoenix Squadron, which is a 3-2, clears that. He's got board presence. Looks like we're going to see an M360 capital ship. Yaddle will get in, cure some damage, and we'll get him the Force. And looks like we'll use the Yoda ability here. Drawing a card and resourcing or discarding. I guess he's probably going to get rid of that Typho. You're My Only Hope gets discarded, or did he play it? I missed that. We're still 1 resource behind, so we're only on 5 resources for Yoda, so it's a little bit of time before Yoda can come out, but we do have the board advantage as of right now, which is usually good. Versus tapping 6 for a Ruthless later. You'll kill off Yaddle and get 2 on the base. This seems like pretty good. Seems pretty good to me. But he is tapped out. He is on 6, so this is his flip turn. So Huso has to be careful here. He does have Vanquish. He might want to Vanquish. I don't know if I would do that. I can't see what his other card is. I feel like he should have Vanquished, because now I guess he didn't want to lose his unit, but now, oh, he deploys to the ground. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Can push more damage. I guess now not playing the Vanquish doesn't feel as bad because he can still target the Raider if he needs to. Boba will get in for another 4 damage. Itinerant Warrior will come down. He'll use the Force to heal 4. Three, rather. Itinerant Warrior, very strong card. All right, so, I mean, Huso's holding on here. I can't say I like the Boba to the ground, considering this is game 1 as well, so you know that he probably hasn't sideboarded out all of his ground units and tanks and sentinels, but maybe that's why he was thinking, oh, maybe he's put them down as resources, but not sure here. Tapping 5, is this a barrage? Nope, it is a. Is that the new punishing one? I think, right? I think that's the new punishing one. Huso's also looking at it, but I believe that's the new punishing one. Basically, when played, you can ping a unit, which is good. Itinerant Warrior will get 4 damage onto Boba. Yoda will use his ability. It looks like he picked up a Rival's Fall here. Not as scary now because, I mean, Boba's almost dead. He's still holding on to the Vanquish. Surprised he didn't. Now, Burz is really creating a board here. We have Spark of Hope, so we can bring Itinerant Warrior as a resource. This allows Yoda to flip this turn. He already used Yoda's ability, so he knows what's on top. We're going to get a flip. We reveal a Rival's Fall for 6. He's going to kill the punishing one. Then Yoda is going to clear Boba, take 4 back, heal couple. This looks good for Huso. Now he's going to resupply and go up even 1 more. He has a Luke in hand, some removal. I feel like at this point it's hard for the Boba player to get back into this game, but we'll see what he can do. Usually after this leader loses Boba, it can be tough, and that's a lot of damage and health still on Yoda. But he does play a Devastator, which lets him ping 5 damage to Yoda, so that's good. That'll clear the Yoda. He'll deal 1 damage because of HK-47 trigger. And now he has a pretty big board, but we're going to see Luke most likely drop here. Or is he more worried about getting rid of the Devastator? Let's see. It looks like he's paying 7, so I assume we're going to get a Luke -6ing and killing the Devastator, which makes sense. You don't want that guy controlling where all of the indirect damage can go. Ruthless Raider gets in for 4. HK will get in for 2. And we go to the next turn. But I think I like Huso's position here. He's got another Luke in hand. He's going to be healing now. I mean, a planetary bombardment could hurt here because he would have to take maybe 7 of it. But he's going to get in, get the force, cure some damage, get a big hit in. Feels good. Ruthless Trader gets in for 4, basically only 1 damage after the Luke trade-off. He was going to ambush in a red 5 to kill off HK, which is good. He's also still has 5 mana open to clear this board with Vanquish, which I think he'll do. I think we're going to see a Maul come in here to overrun the Luke. To run over the Luke. Trade, rather. That's not where you want to be. I mean, he's got to feel okay, but he is going to vanquish the Ruthless Raider, which will do 2 more damage to his base and 2 more damage to the blue leader. Okay, so we're going to the next turn. This game's going longer than I thought it might have. Looks like both players are having the answers for what they need. So here we go. Another Ruthless Raider. That'll do 2 to the leader. Clear that. 2 to the base, plus 1 more from the damage from Boba's ping. Another Ruthless Raider dies. 2 more to the base, 2 more to Luke. A Fire Spray will deal 2 indirect. And yeah, this game's getting pretty crazy. Did he draw another Ruthless Raider? That's like all of his Ruthless Raiders. That's pretty good. Because another Ruthless Raider here will kill Luke. And not so bad. I mean, he's getting close to death himself, but he might even just attack with the Fire Spray first to see what he does, to then decide if he wants to play the Ruthless Raider. That's probably what I would do, and that looks like what he's going to do. So this comes in for 4 and 3 indirect. And we're going to put all the indirect onto Luke as I thought he would, which is bad now because it's in range for dying for Ruthless Raider, but Russo, oh, okay, well that's Yoda. That, I think now it's game. Yoda really puts a damper onto this plan. He deals 4 damage to the Fire Spray. Oh, we have a Devastator. So there's 1, 2. He's gonna go all base. Yeah, he's probably gonna go all base. But that's how much damage now if he has Planetary Bombardment here, the game's over, right? This is bad. Maybe he's gonna pull this out. Oh boy. He's got a Planetary. That's gonna be game. He takes initiative, drops a general. Does he have removal? He does, though. He needs to get rid of that. He needs to get rid of this Devastator, because if he doesn't, and he has, yep, he vanquishes that. He vanquishes this. Now, what can he do here? Is he still going to Planetary? Did he even have Planetary? He doesn't. He's going to push 3 damage, 2 damage with Ruthless Raider onto base, and all the damage will go on to... Oh, he drops the Obi-Wan, so that's got Sentinel, which I don't think he cares about too much. He's not... Ooh, okay, he's got a Kylo tie. This gets in for 5. And he has to take initiative here, and Huso will just vomit out his hand and play a Marine and pass. He did not draw any of his... Ooh. Oh. Did he draw... He doesn't have enough life. I think this is going to game 1 go to Huso. I think he drew a Darth Maul, but that's not enough damage. He's 7. He's 6 short. He's playing it, but I don't think it matters. Yep, it's short. So Huso will win game one. All right, because Yoda had life on it. He really wanted to get that planetary off, but before he could vomit his hand out. Unless I did my math wrong, I'm pretty sure Huso won, right? Am I crazy? I'm pretty sure he wins. So we're going to game two. If the life total is right, I think he just scooped there because nobody had. He needed someone with like it's impossible to win. And he only had to have. So Huso wins. Sideboard looks like it's coming in with some very heavy space tech. I saw Marauders. I see some Traitoruses in his side. 3 Eager Escort fighters, which are the 4/1 ambushers. That's probably going to go in for sure against this space heavy deck. I'm assuming Eager Escorts will make their way into the deck. And let's see. It's weird. 20 minutes ago. All right. So we're shuffling up here for game two. Our Yoda player took game one. Two green decks. Looks like they're still sideboarding here, so we'll give them a little bit of time. $15. 15 minutes. All right. I'm resolving some sideboarding here. This is a tough game to sideboard. As you can see, it seemed like Berza was content with trying to push damage and flip his Boba leader onto the ground, which might have cost them, but hard to say. I think the way that Huso's hand was, he was probably doing okay to handle that. The Boba 4 green deck has been really falling off lately. I think people realize how to really address it, how to play against it. Most people are prepared for it in some way or another. So it's definitely going down in the meta recently. Can't say I'm unhappy about that. It's a pretty strong deck. I managed to get a first place Swiss with Boba in Campinas, actually, in a PQ there. It was very strong back then, and it was kind of new at that point. I didn't see many people playing it at that point. Had a really strong match into Kira and stuff, and that's kind of why I played it. Played like 3 Kiras that day and won all of them. All right. So we're starting off. Berza will have the initiative. Looks like he's mulliganing now. Huso's hand. Does he have a ramp this time? He has a Spark of Hope. The problem with Spark of Hope in this match is that you don't necessarily have a lot of space units that trade. You'll have to hope to put damage onto your units with indirect damage and kill off your own unit so that you can ramp. Meanwhile, let's see, Berza's hand a little hard to see. I see another Ruthless Raider. This guy has drawn all the Ruthless Raiders in the world. That's 4 Ruthless Raiders that he's drawn in across 2 games. I can't really see much else of the hand, but he would also like to ramp. The ramp from his hand made that game a lot closer last game, so it was very pivotal. And he has the access to kill his own units because of indirect damage and the fact that Super Laser Tech only has 1 health. Same start with the Bomber, leads with the Yaddle. Pass, pass. So TIE Bomber on attack. Oh, there goes a super laser tech. Off to a good start here. Mon, the new Mon Batini. Let's pronounce her name wrong. But a good ground presence from Husa here, but that also allows Berza to not waste some of his indirect damage on his own unit because he has the ability to trigger it against other units and just trade. So Bomber gets in, pings something. Mina Bonteri. She is a restore 1/2/4, and she can do some stuff. Let me get her up here, actually. Always forget how to spell her name. Mina Bonteri. There she is. All right. So initiative is on Berza. He will trade into Bonteri, who will disclose green, white, which allows him to draw a card. He reveals a Spark of Hope and a Marine, so it's pretty evident that he's probably going to Spark now. Yep. Ramps the Mina that just went to the graveyard. So we're both at 5. We're going to get 3 damage indirect coming in, +1 from Boba. Puts 1 on Yaddle. Yaddle will get in, cure some. 4-3. Another ship comes down, Kylo's tie. Yoda ability will draw. Vanquish, resupply, Marine. An HK. I can't see what he just played. Another Mina. All right, that's pretty good. The restore is great here, and the big butt is good to distribute for distributing out indirect damage. But we both have we both have the possibility to be on our flip turns here because Huso has a resupply carrier. Now, I believe he's probably gonna flip right away, if I had to guess, but not really great targets for the flip. Because he could flip and then barrage. Looks like he's got a barrage in his hand. He is going to flip. He flips to the Bomber. He will deal 3 to Yaddle, 1 to Mina. That Vanquish is now dead in his hand. He can't use that Vanquish on a unit that has a leader pilot. It's considered a leader upgrade. He would only be able to handle this with Rival's Fall. He takes 1 damage because of HK, but forgot to mark it, so he's just going to attack and clear the 1 ping damage with that. This is going to start hurting now. Here he comes in for 4. He kills his own Mina, reveals a resupply carrier, and is that? Well, I don't know, what is that? Yoda? Is that Kelleran Beck? I think it's Kelleran Beck. He then plays the resupply carrier, which will allow him to ramp. HK will get in. Yoda will most likely flip here after drawing first. He puts something on top, probably something that can kill a Ruthless Raider. All right. Surprised he didn't actually, I guess he wants to save that. So he reveals the Vanquish, but he's got to destroy the Vanquish. I don't know if I would have got rid of Vanquish. Doesn't he have anything better option to get rid of there? Let's see. Well, Yoda's trading, cure, healing up. And I think that allows him to get the initiative, which could be bad here. Because we can see a pretty big barrage onto his Boba up pilot. And if he doesn't have a Rival's Fall, this could get ugly. So let's see what he's going to do here. Burz is deciding what he's going to resource. He is resourcing something, can't see. We have an M3 assault frigate. We have a Luke. It's not an assault frigate. Oh yeah, it's MC30 assault frigate. Sorry, I got the name wrong. What happened? He still hasn't decided what he wants to do here. This is a very pivotal round. Pivotal. This is probably the game-breaking round here because Luke cannot kill the big butt TIE bomber. I think that he needs to overwhelming barrage. No, he doesn't. This could be bad because now he could trade his resupply carrier into, nope, he's going to go straight into Yoda. Oh, okay, I didn't see that was Yoda. I thought it was Killer and Beck. So he takes 6. 6 from there. And he's going to heal 5. What is he going to play? It looks like barrage is going to happen. Now, see, I would have barraged first, personally. He's going to do all the damage to Yoda and some onto the resupply. Yoda's gone. I mean, it stems the bleeding a little bit. He's going into base. We're probably going to get an initiative here. And that Yoda really hurts. He has another way to spend his... Ooh, that's going to hurt. He actually has a way to... The problem with Yoda sometimes in this list is you don't have any force spenders to be able to trigger Yoda's ability, but I see an itinerant warrior in his hand, which should allow him to attack with Yoda, get the force, trigger with itinerant warrior, do a bunch of damage, heal again. Unless he can find a way to kill this guy right away. He doesn't. He plays a Devastator, which is not bad, because there's not a lot of units now. The max he can do is 4 to heal. Let's see. He probably will. Will he Luke away this Devastator? Most likely, because it's getting bad. He hits for 5. Will cure. It'll get the force. This will get in for 4 plus 3 indirect. He puts it on Yoda. This is dangerous. He uses Yoda ability, draws. Ooh, he gets a You're My Only Hope. That's kind of helpful. That might allow him to play both the Itinerant Warrior and Luke this turn. And then that is a blowout, I think. And Huso's touching his head because I think he realizes that he could play his Luke. He puts Luke on top, right? Because he's gonna You're My Only Hope, which will allow him to play Luke for 5 total. Right, so he has to pay 2 more. So Luke will... No, he could decide... He's probably going to decide to kill the Devastator here. But he could also... I think it's safer to kill the Devastator. You can't afford taking a bombardment to the face. And now he'll Itinerant Warrior, spend the Force, heal 5, deal 6 to the bomber, and now I think it's pretty locked up. I don't think he can now win this race. Unless he has something amazing. Is he playing no disintegrations? That's interesting. I think this is... what is he playing? Oh, he's gonna barrage. Okay. Barrage will get rid of Yoda. I mean, honestly, I would probably just kill Luke here instead of Yoda. You can't let him heal. And it's, like I said, it's very rare for this Eager Escort Fighter. That's game, right? Oh no, won't die. Does it? Yeah, it does. Does he die? He was 4, 8, took 6, 2 left, 2 from the... Yep, dead. Well, I guess it's a moot point, but I might have killed Luke here instead of Yoda because, as I mentioned, there's not a lot of Yoda triggers after a while to get the healing off. It's not like you have units anyway. So I don't think it matters. I think this game will now go to Huso as he can vomit out his hand, and he's way ahead in the life race. He's way ahead in the unit race. His hand is gigantic. He's got a clone. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Did he play it up there? Oh, Mina. All right. Well, I don't think there's any way for Boba to come back into this one. Unfortunately, I think this is a pretty bad match for the Boba player. This is not a good deck to play against in your first round. You definitely don't want to see a Yoda green against you in round one. Yoda just has a lot of ways to deal with all your stuff. It can outpace you, it can out-heal you, it outvalues you. And yeah, I don't think this is... he has to do something. I mean, he plays Devastator, pings 1, he can do 5 to Luke, and he goes to face, it's over. Okay. Well, GG. GG, Huso wins 2-0. Good game for him. Yeah, it's a good matchup for Yoda. I'm sure Berza did not want to see that sitting down from across him. But a quick 2-0 for Arthur Husu, teammate of mine. Good to see him playing. Good to see him succeeding. But Berza's been here. We've seen him on stream before. Yeah, I mean, it's probably just, like I said, not the greatest game for you. Not what you want to see when you sit down across from a player. Let's see if we can get Huso in here to chat with us. But yeah, I mean, like I said, that's a tough one. Definitely a tough game for our Boba player. Boba has really gone down in the conversion and in the play rates, and I think this just shows you why there's a lot of these types of deck that can outrace you, outvalue you. Things have really giant butts. Everyone's prepared for upgrade removal. Everybody's prepared for pilots. So it's really tough. I feel like nowadays you're just like, your full deck is for ground and your full sideboard is for space. That seems to be what people have been doing lately. I mean, that's kind of what I do. You might have like some in-game answers to space. But yeah, I think this is a really solid matchup for Yoda as a whole. It looks like we're going to get Mr. Huso to sit down to have a quick chat. E aí, Huso? Acho que tá mudo. E aí? Ainda tá mudo aí? Sempre tem esse problema, né? Pera aí, deixa eu ver. Ainda tá mudo. Não tá mudo no Discord, então é alguma coisa no headphones mesmo. Porque o Discord tá mostrando que você tá bem. Sempre tem uma ligação, uma coisa para ligar os fones aí. Um switch, alguma coisa. Ai.
Aê!
Isso aí,
Alô,
garoto.
tudo bem, gente?
Tudo bem, Wilson?
Como é que tá, Eric?
Tô bem, mano. Como você tá? Parabéns.
Parabéns, obrigado.
2-0 rapidinho, sempre bom. Tá jogando Yoda Força? Eu gostei também, joguei também.
Peguei hoje pra dar uma treinadinha num deck diferente.
Uhum.
Que né, agora estamos num outro universo, né? Pós-Force Throw,
Sim.
faz tempo que a gente não conversa, né? Então,
Sim.
a última vez que eu jogava com o Han, eu acho que né, no universo agora a gente passou agora por primeiro um pós-Force Throw e agora uma ressurgida muito forte de decks de nave, né? Acho
sim.
que então tem que mudar, muitos decks tem que mudar.
E eu acho que o Boba, você tá feliz de ver Boba do outro lado, acho que é uma match muito bom pra Yoda, né? Porque você vai pegar mais valor, você vai curar.
Exatamente.
E hoje em dia todo mundo sabe de lidar, pelo menos com os pilotos, sempre tem tipo upgrade rate no main. Então, acho que é uma match bem difícil. O jogo 1 foi perto, porque acho que é porque ele rampou e você não rampou nada.
Exato.
Eu falei isso, eu acho que quando ele flipou pro chão é o coisa que talvez estragou o jogo, mas também ele não tem muitas opções também. Acho que ele quer puxa dano.
Eu entendo, exato, tinha que puxar dano, porque como ele já. Aquela coisa, eu não rampei, mas controlei muito bem o espaço dele. Então,
Sim, uhum.
ele tava naquela posição que, tipo, seria ou um deploy sem valor nenhum, ou
Uhum.
um deploy no chão pra dar dano. Mas é que a gente comentou, eu tive muita sorte, porque
É,
eu comprei no draw o Vanquish pra tirar a Devastator.
é, foi
Então
sim.
foi assim, o deck do Yoda é um deck que roda muita, né, remoção, seja
Uhum.
3 cópias de Entrench, 3 cópias de Vanquish, 2 cópias de
Uhum.
Rivals Fall. Então é muita opção realmente de remoção. Então tive a
E
sorte então, de comprar, né?
acho também post side melhora muito também, porque tem uma ponto que se você não tem aquela Eager Escort Fighter pra trocar pro líder dele, tava ficando perigoso pra você, mas esse Eager Escort ajuda bastante.
Ajudou bastante. Assim, eu tinha também a Home One pra pegar mais valor ainda, então eu ia começar a
Uhum.
curar, assim, sem parar nos próximos
É,
ataques. Mas sim,
quando ele usa
a Igor.
barragem,
Uhum.
desculpa, quando ele usa barragem no seu Yoda, eu tava pensando melhor pra matar seu Luke, porque Luke faz mais dano e cura. E o problema de Yoda que eu senti quando eu joguei ele, você não tem muitos triggers pra usabilidade dele. E também, o jogo tá terminando, eu acho que ele não pode deixar você curar 3, mas enfim, você tem Eager Escort e trocou no mesmo jeito. Então,
É,
não foi importante, mas acho que se você não tem esse Eager Escort, é melhor para matar o Luke em vez de Yoda. Porque Yoda não tem muito jeito de usar a força, né? Você já jogou
é,
2 Itinerants nesse jogo. Se for eu acho que eu vou matar o Luke.
é,
Mas enfim,
acaba que
você
são
pega as
escolhas.
respostas. Isso
Uhum.
aí. Mas parabéns, bom te ver, você jogando. Tô feliz pra você.
Muito
Isso
obrigado,
aí.
obrigado.
Tá, que você tá gostando mais nesse meta? Tá gostando de Yodinha mesmo ou você tá testando
Então,
outra
tô
coisa?
testando ainda, porque eu sinto que tá num momento, na verdade, bem delicado de que realmente tem decks. Basicamente, eu sinto que assim, o mid-range como um todo tá num ponto complexo, porque
Uhum.
é, os decks 100% espaço, né, ou os decks muito voltados para agressão, estão
É.
muito bons, estão muito refinados para isso,
Uhum.
enquanto os decks pesados também têm essa a contrapartida. Então, hoje, encontrar o fiel da balança, então qual o melhor mid-range, por exemplo, é muito difícil. Que é o meu,
Sim, concordo.
e é o meu estilo que eu prefiro. Eu prefiro um bom mid-range do que focar 100% em um ponto.
Sim, sim. Acho que o
Tanto
único deck que, tipo, joga igual mid-range, mas ainda tá forte é o Han Verde, o Han 1 Verde.
o Rão
Porque
Verde.
ele é justo nos dois lugares, né? No
Sim,
início do jogo ele foca muito no espaço, depois ele vai tudo pro ground.
pro ground.
O Anakin, acho que ele é o maior mid-range hoje,
Hoje ele
e ele
tá.
foca só no chão, né?
Uhum.
então tem essa. Então
Então,
depende dos seus matchups.
exato. Eu tô sentindo ainda, assim, ainda meio que um velho oeste. Tem muita opção para cada lado. E,
Uhum,
pelo menos a minha impressão é que Campinas aqui tem um certo meta. E pelo que eu
uhum.
ouço no nosso time, as outras lojas têm metas mais fortes. Então, encontrar um deck. Acho que esse que na verdade tá o quebra-cabeça mais interessante dessa coleção, que
Ah, sim.
qual encontrar um deck que tenha, né, que seja confortável mesmo em matches difíceis.
Uhum. Não, eu concordo com você. Então, é isso, gente. 2-0 para o Russo. Talvez a gente veja você lá no finalzinho. Então,
Beleza.
boa sorte para você. Parabéns de
Obrigado.
novo. E isso, gente.